In a quiet town, there lived a young boy named Ethan. Everyone knew him as a bright student. His teacher saw a future filled with endless possibilities, and his parents often said he could become anything he wanted. Deep inside, Ethan carried one powerful dream. He wanted to become a doctor. At first, everything seemed to be going perfectly. He understood his lessons almost instantly and rarely struggled in class. But there was a hidden problem, a silent force slowly pulling him away from his dream. Ethan couldn't control his attention. Whenever he sat down to study, his mind refused to stay in one place. Sometimes he'd reach for his phone. Other times, he'd find himself scrolling through social media, watching random videos, or just drifting into daydreams. He would always tell himself, "I still have plenty of time. I'll study later," but somehow, later never seemed to arrive. His parents reminded him again and again that talent alone wasn't enough. His teachers warned him that focus and consistency were the real keys to success. Ethan listened, but deep down, he truly believed his natural intelligence would save him in the end. Then came the scholarship exam, a huge opportunity that could bring him one step closer to medical school. Ethan felt confident. After all, he was smart, right? But when the results were announced, his confidence completely shattered. He had failed. Friends who were once academically behind him had passed with excellent scores. Teachers who once praised him now looked at him with quiet disappointment. That night, Ethan sat alone, replaying all of his choices in his mind. He realized he wasn't lacking ability, he had just wasted his time. For the very first time, he had to accept a painful truth. Talent without discipline leads absolutely nowhere. That night, Ethan made a decision. If his mind was the problem, then his mind had to be trained. He began searching for someone who could teach him more than just school subjects, someone who truly understood the art of self-control. That's when he heard about Mr. Harris, a retired coach known for helping students build incredible focus and discipline. Ethan approached him and said, "Sir, I want to succeed, but my mind doesn't listen to me. I sit down to study, but I get distracted within minutes. How do I fix this?" Mr. Harris didn't answer right away. Instead, he took Ethan to a wide-open field and placed a simple target far in the distance. He handed Ethan a small practice bow and a few arrows. "Hit the center," he said. Ethan tried and missed. He tried again and missed again. The coach asked calmly, "What were you looking at while you were aiming?" Ethan replied honestly, "The trees, the field, the wind." "And the target?" Mr. Harris nodded. "That explains everything," he said. "When you aim, you must see only one thing, the target. Nothing else matters." He continued, "Your life is the same. Your mind constantly jumps between your phone, your worries, your desire for comfort, and your actual dreams. When your focus is divided, your results will always miss the mark." In that moment, Ethan finally understood. "But where do I even begin?" he asked, feeling a mix of hope and desperation. The coach smiled and said, "I'll give you a few simple rules. Follow them every single day, not perfectly, but consistently. First, control your thoughts. Whenever your mind wanders, don't fight it. Just gently guide it back to your task. Think of it like training a puppy. Patience, not force. Second, create a solid routine. Decide exactly when you study, when you rest, and when you relax. Your mind loves predictability and learns best through repetition. A schedule gives your mind a map to follow. Third, remove all distractions. A phone sitting nearby is a promise of delay. When it's time to work, put it away, out of sight and out of mind. Create a space dedicated only to focus. And fourth, practice discipline daily. Discipline isn't a mountain you climb in one day. It's built in small moments, in the tiny choices you make over and over again. Every time you choose focus over distraction, you get a little bit stronger. Ethan took this advice to heart. At first, it was incredibly uncomfortable. His mind resisted, screaming for the old, easy habits. But slowly, things began to change. Minutes of focus stretched into hours. Hours of deep work turned into unshakable habits. Months later, Ethan faced another important exam. This time, he didn't just rely on his talent, he relied on his hard-earned discipline. When the results were finally announced, his name stood right at the top of the list. Standing on the stage to receive his scholarship, Ethan remembered the coach's powerful words, "The mind is like a wild animal. If you ignore it, it will control you, but if you train it will carry you to your destination." From that day forward, Ethan lived by one simple but profound rule: train your mind and success will follow. This story isn't just about Ethan, it's about every single one of us who struggles with distraction, delay, and self-doubt. The truth is, your ability to control your focus is the single most important factor in changing your future. If this story inspired you, please share it with others who might need to hear it. And make sure to subscribe and stay connected for more stories that are designed to strengthen the mind and shape success. Thank you for watching.